Is the OWNBOARD Bamboo AT Pro the Zeus Pro Bamboo in disguise?
Okay, so today we are testing out the OWNBOARD Bamboo AT Pro. I'm not sure if that's the right order, but that's definitely the right words. AT Bamboo Pro, Pro AT Bamboo. It's one of the two. And as I just showed you, this is not the Zeus Bamboo. This is not supposed to compete with the Zeus lineup. Zeus is their premium range. It's their top speed, their top sport model. And during this video, I'm going to show you all the pros and talk about any cons. Now, one thing I'm really happy about, they've stuck with the same trucks as the Zeus Pro. It's the split angle TKP or traditional kingpin trucks. These really have taken, I think, the e-skate industry by storm over the last 12 months. Since these guys released their Zeus, then their Zeus Pro, we're seeing these show up on a lot of other skateboards now, and I'm really glad because they're a very fun, very safe truck. Now the next thing they've upgraded compared to the Zeus or the Zeus Pro are the tyres. You can see right there, they've now engaged HOTA, H-O-T-A, and I'm so glad again they have, because these are fantastic tyres. I'm sure if you've got them, you can comment below and tell me your experience. You very rarely see people posting online and talking about punches or bad molds or wobbles or out of balance tyres. Next up, let's talk about the battery. They've got two battery options on the Bamboo AT Pro. They've got a basic cell, which comes in at 14.5 amp hours, and then they've got the Moly Cell M50s, which is coming in at 17.5 amp hours. Now, both cells are gonna perform well, but I would definitely go for the branded name, the Moly Cell, just for reliability, for discharge rate, for cycle rate. It's just a good cell, plus it's a little bit bigger. Now, the configuration of both battery types is 10S5P. So you've got 50 cells in there powering the skateboard. What do you think? Okay, so my e-skate Stig friend has just given it the thumbs up. He usually rides a double kingpin AE board, I think. His comments are, it's super stable and a lot of fun to ride. Now giving them the Zeus Pro to ride. Now let's talk about the deck on this board. It's completely redesigned off their last Bamboo, and it's really nice. It's got a lovely little drop down front and rear. It's got a really nice concave on the toe and heel, exactly where you want it. And it's got just enough flex to make it comfortable. Now it's made out of bamboo, fiberglass, and Canadian maple. So you've got flex and you've got strength, which is really what you want these days in these boards that are going over 40 kilometers per hour. I'll come up here where there's a few less people and I'll give you a flex test to show you. This is not a super flexy board, but it is very, very comfortable. And the flex that it does have absorbs a lot of the vibrations and the bumps. Okay, let's do the flex test. Here we go. So again, I'm 100 kilos, and you can see there, it has just a little bit. Get past these people, do it again. A little bit of flex, not major, it's not saggy. And because of that fiberglass and maple, it has a really nice rebound. Now looking at the front, you can see that drop down right here. That drop down is what makes this board so comfortable. Front and rear, no wheel bite and no heel bite. Sometimes with these boards, your heel hits the wheel when you use the board the way you're supposed to. Talk about what makes the board move, the ESC and the motor. It's the 9028 from Hobbywing. Now it's not the same 9028 that's in the Zeus Pro. It's a customized one for the Bamboo AT Pro. So it's not quite as powerful. And that's, I think, very evident from that opening scene where we did the drag race between the Zeus Pro and the Bamboo Pro. It's a little bit more relaxed, let's say. But it matches up really well with the 6368 motors. And again, those 6368 motors can take a whole heap more power. This 9028 is definitely not, I guess, using the motor's full potential. But that's also a good thing. As I mentioned with the Zeus Pro, I think it was, these motors won't overheat. You know, you can keep going uphill, downhill, on grass. They'll just keep on going. The ESC might overheat if you really thrash it, like almost any ESC will. But as far as the motors, they're just gonna keep on going. They're very reliable. Okay, now let's talk about some of the little extras that this board comes with. Every Bamboo AT Pro has riptide pivot cups, which legitimately makes a difference to your ride. Since I've started using these on almost all my boards now, they just carve so much smoother and just really nice. So if you've got them, you know. If you haven't, try them. The other thing that Bamboo comes with, standard, is a 5 amp charger. So that charges this board really quick, in about 3 hours. And another nice little touch is the grip tape. You've seen the grip tape on this board. It also comes with an additional padded grip tape in the box, a hexagon cut one that you can choose. So once you've worn out this one, you can replace it, and it's free in the box for every Bamboo Pro. One thing I will say, this is my new favorite tire. The HOTA, the HOTA tires. Man, these things stick. They are so sticky, they're beautiful. Put the camera on the line, we'll come past at 20 and we'll both hit the brakes at the same time, because this actually has really nice brakes. But let's compare it to the Zeus Pro just so you can get a very clear understanding. All right, here we go, coming forward and brake. So I had a little bit of belt slip, but as you can see, very little difference. Now did your tires lock up? So his tires skidded. Mine probably would have, but I had a little bit of belt slip because I adjusted the belts too loose. So braking, really good. All right guys, so let's wrap the video there on the OWNBOARD Bamboo AT Pro. I've got to write that down. There's so many things. Let's just call it the OWNBOARD Bamboo. Awesome, awesome board for the price. Now, this is not going to compete with the Zeus Pro. This is not going to compete with the Meepo Hurricane. It's not going to compete with the LaCroix. But it's also, after my discount code, about $1,000. But it's very good buying for a 10S 5P Hobbywing Bamboo fiberglass maple skateboard, dual 6368, HOTA tires, traditional kingpin. It's just a good board. So let's really quickly do the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The biggest strength on this board is its look appeal and its price. It looks fantastic, and it does come with, as I mentioned, that hexagon padded grip tape in the box if you want to put that on. The ESC is super smooth, it has good power, it has good brakes. The 6368 motors do a very good job, and that really nice flexible battery enclosure underneath with that 10S 5P battery. Does a really nice job of flexing with the deck so it doesn't damage any of the electronics. Another strength, and I didn't talk about it during the ride, are the wheel options. This has a whole heap of different options of wheels, from pneumatics, cloud wheels, street wheels, and even different size pneumatics. So that is definitely a strength, so you can tailor your ride when you buy it. And the last one, it's probably my biggest strength for this board, is actually the shape of the deck. The way they've done this drop down here with this really subtle concave on the heel toe is just beautiful. The way they've left the natural bit here exposed with their logo, it's a really nice touch. One thing I don't like is this. I just don't think that needs to be there. They've got the logo. I would remove that completely. Bamboo AT Pro doesn't need to be there. It's so pretty, and then I think it just pulls away from its beauty of the board. Now let's move on to the weaknesses. Well, there's only really one, and it's the same issue the original Zeus had. This one isn't as bad, but it's still there, and I want to show you it. And it's just how low these motors sit. Now, these are definitely higher than the original Zeus by a good, I would say 5, 6, 7 mil. But they are still a little bit low. So as you can see, the Bamboo motors do sit lower than the Zeus Pro. Now this could be completely by design or by necessity. Maybe if they raise these up, the motors will be getting too close to the deck. As far as opportunities, I think they've actually hit a home run with this board. This is a fantastic looking and performing board, especially for the price. And lastly, as always, threats. Are there any threats on this board? No, the board has had no ghost accelerations, no disconnects at all, no issues. It's auto on, auto off. It just does exactly what it should. All right guys, and that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Apparently, 70% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel. So hit the button, it really helps the channel out a lot. All right, now that you've done that, thank you so much for watching guys. Skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?
Three, 2, 1.
Back in my bag, yo.
Got him again.
ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I ain't gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing jiggle, jiggle.
And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this is my, back in my bag flow.
Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche.
Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plan. Yeah, I'm off that dope like I'm back again.